Hi everyone, it's me diybyruffa and welcome back to my channel. If you're into sewing or you like clothes transformation, this video is perfect for you. In this tutorial, I will show you how to easily transform an all plain shirt into super cute crop top with embroidered prints. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Please stay healthy, safe and productive. Without further ado, let's get started. First things first, I need to find my ideal design to embroider on my shirt, so I browsed Pinterest to search for a static sketch, and you can freely select your own preference. In my case, I ended up combining two designs into one, and here what it looks like. Now I'm ready to print it. Here's the before look of the shirt. Anyway, my brother gave me this one and now I'm ready to crop it since it's mine already. I need to fit it to measure my ideal length on how short I want to crop it, and I prefer along the belly button because I don't want it to be super short, so it really depends on you. Then I use safety pin for my marking. As you can see, I already cut the edge but didn't continue it. Since I want to achieve the straight cut, I just decided to tape it aligned on my marking, then go straight on cutting the shirt following the side of the tape. I was pretty surprised this process works well and no need to use ruler and pen. Afterwards, I fold the edge twice starting on the middle and the rest will follow, then proceed on pinning it. Anyway, I'm working on the wrong side of the shirt. Next, I'm gonna hem it. If you don't have sewing machine, it's okay because you can also hand sew it using top stitch process. Going on the sleeves, I want to fold it twice to make it a little bit shorter, but I need to cut this part because it's gonna be bulky if I don't. So I will trim it following the stitch line, then do the same process. And I'm folding on the right side of the shirt. I just thought of using another color of thread for the stitch line, so I picked this rosewood color, then proceed to sewing. This is how it looks like. I like the outcome of the rosewood color of the stitch line, giving a simple accent on the sleeves. Going back on the design, I will just cut the extra excess of the bond paper so it's gonna be less hindrance. Then I start to put a marking measuring half centimeter following the drawing because I want it to be equal, but this is optional. You can go directly dotting it on the top of the shirt. Then I fold it into half so that it's gonna be exactly on the center. Then I went ahead flat laying it on the wrong side of the shirt, aligning it on the vertex of the v-neck, and then tape it. Next, I make sure to insert a paper inside the shirt so that when I put holes, the ink from the pen won't transfer on the other side. Then I started to put holes using my pink pen by dotting it with a long press, following all the markings. Just make sure that the pen is leaving a mark on the shirt. This is a result after the holding process. I was a bit confused on the flower part, so maybe I will just customize it on my own. I will use this thick thread because I think it will give visible detail for the design, but as I went through it, it was a bit stucking because the head of the needle cannot easily pass through the cloth, so I need to pull it carefully. Anyway, I will show you now how I hand sew it. I just did the top stitch process. I went first on the bulb detail until I went back from where I started, then continue it on the opposite side, leaving it with no space. After embroidering the bulb design, I switched using regular thread and needle for the details inside the bulb, and it was a good idea because it was easy to hand sew it. Afterwards, do the same process, finishing all the details. It takes time doing it, but I assure you it was fun and worth it. Besides, you can also do it while listening to music. I found it very relaxing and therapeutic, so if you're watching this one wondering what to do now, I encourage you to try this one. For the lips, I'm filling it with red thread to add some color, and afterwards I went on customizing the flower part. After embroidering the design, don't forget to wash your shirt to erase all the markings. Here's the result of my DIY crop top with a static embroidered print. And see you on my next video tutorial.